So I recently had this idea: fish the MagDraft Pro in places where they have stocked rainbow trout in local ponds. But yet here I am, fishing the weightless Ned rig and catching dinks. While I love dinks, catching my second dink in the first 5 minutes, let's just say it had me rethinking my time. And so it began. I tied on the MagDraft and fished it on a point. As I brought the MagDraft in over rocks, I began to do starts and stops that made it dart back and forth. I loved the way it looked, and so did a bass that completely annihilated it. Unfortunately, this bass too was a dink. But in that moment, I learned that even the small ones will go after the MagDraft.
Caught it on the old MagDraft, little bitty dude, man. Pretty heavy.
Over the next few minutes, I began to learn the cadences and the techniques that best work with the MagDraft. I had multiple followers, including one that was 4 pounds that came right up to my feet. And then I began to get it right.
Another one on the MagDraft, man. Not much bigger than it, but man, that's exciting. Feel like you're gonna be getting a beast. But man, that MagDraft is a great bait.
In this pond, the bass were holding on the outside edge of the grass line about 10 to 12 feet off the bank. The key was to cast as parallel as you could to that grass line, bring the bait within 2 feet of it, and just let it fall.
Tearing it up. I love the MagDraft. I think I saw that one. All right, the fish are hitting up in the shallows, just over the grass. Treble, when you're reeling it, clicks up on this little magnet here and holds it in place perfectly. I mean, bass like some rainbows.
After day one, which felt like a huge success, I decided to try the MagDraft at ponds that didn't have rainbow trout. This pond is much murkier in watercolor, and as I began to fish it, it wasn't long before I got hits. The key in this pond was to fish with more violent jerks of the rod, as you can see.
Oh, got it. Got it. MagDraft.
The water turbidity in this pond produces some really pale fish, but they are healthy and a ton of fun to catch, and they all loved the MB Gizzard.
All right, another one for the MagDraft. Come on back in.
One of the keys in this pond with the muddier water was fishing the MagDraft as shallow as possible. I would cast as close to the bank as I could and then bring the bait back with pops and jerks to entice a bite. One of the keys to the MagDraft is a slight pause before setting the hook. This increased my hookups dramatically.
The MagDraft got 8. They good.
The third pond I fished is notorious for producing small bass, under 10-inch fish. And so I was curious if the MagDraft would upsize my catch. I had multiple hits, and as you'll see here, I get a strike, and then I have discovered that this Swimbait is a great follow-up bait to itself. When you get struck, cast straight back in, and oftentimes the fish will hit it again. As you can see, it produced better than a 10-inch bass, although this one was skinny and definitely post-spawn.
Nice little bass on the MagDraft.
After a nighttime excursion, I realized my pliers had fallen out of my bag. The next morning, I went back before work to retrieve them, and I couldn't help but cast a few times. The camera fell over, but it was able to pick up this bass erupting in the lower right corner of the screen. This nice 2 3/4 pound bass was the perfect way to start my workday.
What a way to start the day, man, on that swim bait. Yeah. What a pretty fish. And the old MagDraft's another really good one.
And there you have it. While conventional wisdom says to go small in heavily pressured ponds, the MagDraft is a winner. Thanks for watching. Here's another video that YouTube thinks you may enjoy. Until next time, we hope to see you out there on the water searching for that perfect combo.